Okay, so we've got 4 cos 2 theta equals to 1 minus 2 sine theta. So we've got a trig equation here involving double angle with cos, okay, but notice this time we've got sine theta here. So I need to substitute an equivalent for cos 2 theta, okay, that's got sine in it, okay, different to the last one. So we go back to our results again. So remember, sine squared plus cos squared is 1, yeah? Or we could write it like this. We could say cos squared plus sine squared is equal to 1. Cos squared theta plus sine squared theta equals 1. You can write it that way. And the other result we know as well is cos 2 theta, yeah? The one that we should remember is cos 2 theta is cos squared theta minus sine squared theta, okay? So it's kind of similar to this, but there's a minus there. Now, what you can do, okay, in this case then, just like we had before, okay, we can look at the two equations here. Now before, in the previous question, we added them. If you take them away this time, let's see what we get. Cos squared take away cos squared is 0. Okay, that take away that is 0. Now careful here, sine squared take away negative sine squared. Well, you're going to have two minuses, aren't you? So sine squared take away minus sine squared. Okay, two minuses make a plus. So actually, this will end up being 2s squared, yeah? Okay, and then 1 take away cos 2 theta. Okay, so what I can do then is take this minus cos 2 theta over the other side. So it becomes a plus cos 2 theta. And then take the 2s squared over. So I get that. So I get my result for cos 2 theta then to be 1 minus 2 sine squared theta. And that's the sort of other result that we came up with for cos 2 theta. And we can use this now in here. So now I can substitute in 4 bracket 1 minus 2 sine squared theta equals to 1 minus 2 sine theta. So then multiply this out, so I get 4 minus 8 sine squared theta equals to 1 minus 2 sine theta. Maybe now I'll take everything over to the right hand side. Okay, so 0 equals, if I take that minus 8 sine squared over, it becomes plus 8 sine squared theta minus 2 sine theta. And I've got 1 here, and if I take that 4 over, it'll be 1 minus 4, which is minus 3. So again, I've got myself a quadratic, okay? So we'll solve that quadratic, all right? So in this case then we need to factorize. So we'll have, so it's equal to 0. So remember with our method, we put 8 sine theta in both. We need to think of a pair of numbers then. Well, because 8 times minus 3 is minus 24. So we need a pair of numbers to multiply to give minus 24. Add up to give 2 or minus 2. So 6 and 4 is a real possibility, yeah, because that will multiply to give 24. For it to add up to give minus 2, you need to put the minus in front of the bigger number then. So minus 6 plus 4 will multiply to give minus 2, and of course, sorry, well, minus 6 plus 4 will go together to make minus 2, and then it will multiply to give minus 24. We put minus 6 there plus 4, okay? And remember then, with this method, don't forget to divide by 8, okay? Because we times by 8 there. So we've got 0 equals, well, this bracket here, we've got a factor of 2, haven't we? So we can divide through by 2, so we have 4 sine theta minus 3. And this bracket here, I can divide by 4. So 2 sine theta plus 1. Okay, so I've divided this one by 2. I've divided that one by 4, so overall I've divided by 8. Okay, so we've done it properly. And I've got these two brackets, times 2 equals 0. So I say, look, 4 sine theta minus 3 equals 0. Or 2 sine theta plus 1 equals 0. So sine theta equals to 3/4. Or sine theta equals to minus 1/2. So then theta, I'll get on my calculator. If I do the inverse sine of that, 48.6 degrees, and then do the same here, I get minus 30 degrees. Okay, so let's draw the graph. Okay, equals to the graph of sine. So I need to go, let's just go 2 centimeters this time, because I need to go to minus 90. Okay, so we've got 1 there, and negative 1 here. So with the sine graph then, what have we got? So that'll do. So for 48.6, that'll be for 3/4. So there's 1 there, so 3/4 is about there. So there's our 48.6 here. Okay, and it cuts the graph there. So just symmetry now, isn't it? Because that's 180. So distance across there is 48.6. So we're going to go back 48.6. So the other result will be 180 minus 48.6. And then with a minus 30, and that minus a half, which is about there. So there's your minus 30. You can see then the two results. So it's 30 across there, so it's going to be 30 across here from 180. So 180 plus 30, and then it's going to be back from 360, so 360 minus 30. Okay, so when we write our results then, now we'll ignore the minus 30 because that's outside of our range. The first one is 48.6. The next one is that one there, which is 180 take away 48.6. So that'll be 131.4. Then we've got that one, which is 210. And then the final one then, which is 330.